I want to know how the story of Sports Science Solutions came about. I'm Rob Day, co-founder.
I'm Casey Cox, the other co-founder.
What happened was about 3 years ago, Casey gave me a call. Casey's a former student of mine, and Casey gave me a call and said, "Hey, Coach, I'm looking at this particular software I think that might be able to take a look at hockey players in a different way that we're doing now, particularly goaltenders," which was a passion of mine. And then he gave me a call about a year later and said, "Hey, I think this is really good," and you can take it from there, buddy.
So 3 years ago, I moved down to Florida to chase my dream job of being a golf professional. Got my first opportunity down there. Never would have expected moving down there and following that dream that I would be moving back 3 years later with a completely new ambition. But what happened while I was in Florida was the work that I was doing with golfers down there introduced me to this world of biomechanics. And the things that I had experienced growing up with all the great coaches I had has inspired me to become a coach. And that's really what my passion is trying to inspire and coach the next generation of athletes. When I was introduced to the technology that I've seen, it really inspired me to give up everything that I had worked for since I was 14 years old to move back to New England and make this happen. The co-founding of Sports Science Solutions is really something that solidifies my life as a movement specialist and moving away from the ins and outs of the business world, in particular with golf. So for me, the ability to co-found Sports Science Solution really is an opportunity to be a coach myself and help inspire the next generation of athletes in a way that we've never seen before, because we're able to now integrate technology the way that it's never existed. So it's an exciting time for us, and I can't wait for this next chapter. The interesting thing was just that I was finding with the coaching that I was doing in Florida with golfers, that I was finding levels of success that I didn't think were possible. I had people that were in their 70s and 80s that were learning things that they had been trying to learn for 50 years. So for me, the connection between technology and the student was an amazing thing that I'd never seen before. I immediately thought of Rob and what this could mean for the hockey community in terms of helping to prevent injuries. I mean, I know from playing 20 years of goaltender myself that my hips and knees are not in a good place. It's an epidemic that is taking over a sport, and something that we think we can now help to really resurrect and move in the other direction. So when I saw the technology, I had to reach out to Rob, and the rest is history.
We took that and ran with it and showed it to a number of our contacts through various levels, and everybody is really behind us in terms of what we're holding for the future here. And I think we're going to be seeing a different way in terms of how hockey players are going to be measured down the road, and perhaps what's even going to become a standard for them. But what we're really looking to do here is really, like we said, to change that generation and kind of bring them forward in a whole new way and have them measure in a whole new way and be able to improve in a whole new way, as we're trying to eke out small differences in improvement, because that's really what's going to be happening. As technology becomes more evident in sports, particularly at youth sports, it's going to be harder and harder to gain that respective edge. So what we feel with our package, we're now in the forefront of being able to provide that edge for any youth athlete that's out there right now.
Yeah, and I think one of the incredible things about the technology that we're seeing right now is the ability to teach some of these skills at a younger age and be able to help prevent some of these issues as kids are moving through a developmental stage of their lives. It's pretty incredible to think that in the golf industry we've seen professionals reaching levels of elite performance at much younger ages because of the use of this technology. It's now trickled over into other major professional sports. So to be able to be the ones that are now taking this into hockey and beyond is really pretty exciting for us, because now we're being able to, again, prevent injuries and show performance and hopefully inspire a whole new level of performance for the next generation of athletes.